Welcome back to the AI Guy podcast, the twice-weekly AI for Business show that's fully AI produced. AI voices, AI research, the whole thing. I'm your host, Core, and yes, I'm still waiting for our AI to negotiate my coffee budget. It refuses.
Hey everyone, I'm Alex, and today we're doing a case study episode, meaning we're going to walk through a realistic SMB implementation story, what it cost, where it broke, what actually moved the metrics, and what you can copy this week.
Also, quick reminder, if you want a free AI opportunity report tailored to your industry, go to ai.advalorum.io. And if you want a free consultation with Val Kleiman and the Ad Valorem team, book at tidycal.com/advalorum/AI guy.
And because this show is AI produced, here's the deal. We're going to cite live pricing models from the vendor ecosystem, but you still need to confirm the exact numbers on your own contract, because vendors love surprise line items.
Today's story. A 35-person e-commerce brand, let's call them Pine and Pixel, selling mid-priced home goods. They're doing about $8 million a year, and support is their pain point. They have 9 support agents. Peak season turns their inbox into a haunted house. And the CEO's complaint is a classic. We're not a big enough company to have a full call center strategy, but we're too big to wing it.
So what they want is simple. Faster first response, fewer repetitive tickets, lower cost per contact, better CSAT, and fewer agents quitting in Q4. Boaz, small dreams.
The project we're covering is a composite based on common patterns we see in SMB deployments. But the tooling, pricing models, and pitfalls are very real.
Let's start with the baseline. Pine and Pixel is using a help desk. They have a knowledge base, but it's messy. Order status lives in Shopify. Shipping status lives in their 3PL portal. Return policy lives in a PDF no one reads. And every agent has their own magic paragraph they paste into replies.
That last part is the tell. If your business has magic paragraphs, you're already one step away from an AI-assisted workflow. You just need to formalize it so your best agent isn't carrying the whole company in their clipboard.
Here were the numbers going into the project. They were averaging 4,500 tickets a month. About 55% were repetitive. Order status, returns, address changes, shipping delays, and where is my refund? First response time, 10 hours. Resolution time, 42 hours. And CSAT was fine until peak season.
Now, their CFO asks the question every CFO asks. If we add AI, do we pay less or do we just pay differently?
Exactly. And this is where modern support AI gets tricky, because pricing is no longer just per agent per month. It's often outcome-based. You pay per automated resolution or per successful deflection. Let's talk about 3 options Pine and Pixel evaluated: Intercom Fin, Zendesk Advanced AI, and Salesforce Service Cloud with Agentforce, mostly as a sanity check on the high end.
Exactly. And this is where modern support AI gets tricky, because pricing is no longer just per agent per month. It's often outcome-based. You pay per automated resolution or per successful deflection. Let's talk about 3 options Pine and Pixel evaluated: Intercom Fin, Zendesk Advanced AI, and Salesforce Service Cloud with Agentforce, mostly as a sanity check on the high end. Option 1, Intercom Fin. In 2026, a commonly cited model is $0.99 per resolution, plus a Copilot add-on around $35 per agent per month. And yes, per resolution is the part that makes finance teams sweat. Because the moment your AI gets better, your bill can go up. The irony is painful, but the upside is you're paying for outcomes, not for AI vibes. Also worth noting, the definition of resolution is vendor-defined. A typical description is that you're charged when Fin answers and it doesn't get handed to a human within a window, often 24 hours, or the user confirms it was resolved. So you have to monitor what's being counted. Option 2, Zendesk. A widely discussed setup is Zendesk Suite Professional at about $115 per agent per month, with a Copilot add-on around $50 per agent per month. Then, automated resolutions are often quoted at $2 each pay-as-you-go, or $1. Exactly. And this is where modern support AI gets tricky because pricing is no longer just per agent per month. It's often outcome-based. You pay per automated resolution or per successful deflection. Let's talk about 3 options Pine and Pixel evaluated: Intercom Fin, Zendesk Advanced AI, and Salesforce Service Cloud with Agentforce, mostly as a sanity check on the high end. Option 1, Intercom Fin. In 2026, a commonly cited model is $0.99 per resolution, plus a Copilot add-on around $35 per agent per month. And yes, per resolution is the part that makes finance teams sweat. Because the moment your AI gets better, your bill can go up. The irony is painful. But the upside is you're paying for outcomes, not for AI vibes. Also worth noting, the definition of resolution is vendor-defined. A typical description is that you're charged when Fin answers and it doesn't get handed to a human within a window, often 24 hours, or the user confirms it was resolved. So you have to monitor what's being counted. Option 2, Zendesk. A widely discussed setup is Zendesk Suite Professional at about $115 per agent per month, with a Copilot add-on around $50 per agent per month. Then, automated resolutions are often quoted at $2 each pay-as-you-go, or $150 each on a committed bundle. Option 3, Salesforce Service Cloud plus Agentforce. Think of it as the maybe we're not ready for this option. A typical requirement is a base enterprise license around $175 per user per month, and then an Agentforce add-on around $125 per user per month. That's before consumption fees for customer-facing interactions. And there's an Agentforce One service bundle that's often referenced around $550 per user per month, which includes a big annual bucket of flex credits. It's powerful, but for a 9-agent support team, it can be like buying a jet ski to cross a puddle. So Pine and Pixel did what most SMBs do. They didn't pick the best platform. They picked the platform they could implement without burning 3 months in their will to live. Their choice: stay on their existing help desk stack, but introduce an AI layer in 2 phases. Phase 1, Agent Assist. Phase 2, customer-facing automation only after the knowledge base was cleaned. Let's walk through Phase 0, because nobody budgets for Phase 0. Phase 0 is getting your content and workflows into a shape that an AI can safely use. Phase 0 deliverables were boring, which is how you know they matter. A support taxonomy, a returns policy page that was actually readable, a shipping status SOP, and a single source of truth for templates.
They did a 2-week ticket analysis. They pulled the last 90 days of tickets, tagged the top 30 intents, and mapped each intent to what data is needed, what policy applies, what the happy path is, and what exceptions require a human. This is the key design move. You are not asking AI to be smart. You are asking AI to follow a playbook fast. Pine and Pixel found that 12 intents accounted for 70% of volume. That's the sweet spot. If you can automate even half of those, you change your staffing model. But they did not start with deflect everything. They started with make the agents faster. Phase 1, Agent Assist. Here's what they built. When a ticket comes in, the system does 3 things. It classifies the intent, suggests a reply grounded in approved content, and drafts internal notes with the relevant order details. And grounded is the key word. If your AI is making stuff up in support, you're not saving money, you're just converting support costs into refunds. The AI workflow was designed with a hard rule: agents must approve, no auto-send. The AI is a junior rep who types fast, not a senior rep with authority. They also set up red flag routing. If the ticket mentions chargebacks, medical issues, safety, legal threats, or VIP customers, no AI suggestions, straight to senior staff. Now let's talk implementation. The first attempt failed. Why? Because their knowledge base was inconsistent. 2 pages contradicted each other about return windows. The AI would pick one randomly, and customers noticed. That's the real reason AI projects fail in SMBs. Not model quality, content quality. The model is basically a mirror. It reflects your mess back at you in sentence form. So they fixed the KB and added a content governance rule. Every policy page has an owner, a last updated date, and a change log. If you can't maintain a page, you can't automate it. Once Phase 1 stabilized, they measured outcomes after 4 weeks. First response time dropped from 10 hours to 2 hours. Average handle time per ticket fell by about 28% because agents were editing instead of writing from scratch. And here's the part that surprised the CEO. Quality improved. Not because the AI was more empathetic, but because the replies were more consistent. Customers hate randomness. Also, agent morale improved. The team stopped spending their day typing the same instructions for how to print a return label. Instead, they dealt with the messy cases where humans actually matter.
Phase 2, customer-facing automation. This is where the pricing models matter because now you're paying per resolution or per conversation in many stacks. Pine and Pixel didn't want to light a match near outcome-based billing until they could predict volumes. So they did a controlled rollout. Only 5 intents were eligible for automation: order status, shipping delay explanation, return eligibility check, how to start a return, and address change before fulfillment. And each of those intents had guardrails. For example, address change. AI can do it only if the order is unfulfilled and within a time window. Otherwise, it explains why and routes to a human. They also did something most SMBs skip. They wrote failure scripts. What should the AI say when it's not confident? The best answer is often, "I can help, but I need one detail." That's not a failure, that's a controlled conversation. After 8 weeks, they hit a steady state. About 22% of incoming tickets were fully handled without an agent touching them. Another 40% were faster because of agent assist. Now, let's make it concrete with a back-of-the-napkin model. Suppose you handle 4,500 tickets per month. If 1,000 of those become automated resolutions and you're paying 99 cents per resolution, that's $990 a month in outcome fees. Then add your base help desk costs and any agent assist add-ons. Suddenly, AI doesn't look like magic savings, it looks like shifting spend from payroll to software. And that's fine, as long as you're buying time, speed, and consistency. The real ROI came from not hiring. Pine and Pixel expected they'd need 2 seasonal temps. They didn't. That alone covered the AI spend. But they did run into the classic deflection trap. When you automate easy tickets, the remaining queue gets harder. Agents feel like everything is escalations. So staffing and coaching has to change. Yes, you need a new KPI mix. Don't just measure ticket count. Measure escalations per agent, customer effort score, refunds, and repeat contacts within 7 days. They also learned a security lesson. Their first prototype let the AI quote order details too freely. That's a privacy risk. They tightened it so the AI only reveals sensitive information after verifying identity. SMB takeaway, if you're automating support, your identity verification process becomes part of your AI design. Otherwise, the bot becomes a friendly data leak. Okay, let's summarize the playbook you can copy. Step 1, inventory your top intents. Step 2, clean the knowledge base. Step 3, start with agent assist. Step 4, automate only a small set of safe intents. Step 5, measure and expand.
And step 6, track your cost per resolution, because that's how the vendor world is moving. Whether you choose Intercom's $0.99 per resolution style model, Zendesk's per agent plus outcome fees, or Salesforce's license plus add-on stack, you need a unit economics lens. Before we wrap, one more reminder. This episode is AI produced, but your customer experience is not allowed to be AI vibes. It has to be reliable. If you want help designing the workflow, head to ai.advalorum.io for a free report or book a consult at tidycow.com/advalorum/AI-guy. Next time, we'll be back with a news roundup episode, and we'll probably have at least one story that makes you say, wait, they shipped that already? Until then, automate the boring, measure the outcomes, and keep the humans where it counts. Thanks for listening to the AI Guy podcast.